Hi there big boys and welcome to my review of Hong Kong Massacre for Nintendo Switch. This game was really fun, I actually really enjoyed it. Didn't take me very long to beat, took me about 2 hours probably, about 35 levels. Most levels you'll get through in about 2 to 5 minutes. Some levels took me much longer to the stage of like half hour. But yeah, it's a cool gameplay. It's basically a Hotline Miami style shooting people around, but it's sort of more destruction and more ragdoll effects, stuff like that. It's a bit more dynamic in that way. It's just a lot of fun going around doing backflips, shooting people. You can try different types of guns, and you can steal their guns and then like do a little slide and then jump off balconies and all sorts of stuff like that. It's really good. It just plays really fun. I mean, this is the sort of game I really like. Games which are just kind of arcadey, but look really good and feel really good to play, and just are fun. Don't really have that much of a story. I mean, there is a story, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. One thing I'm going to point out right now is that slow motion is necessary to beat this game. Like, as soon as I realized using slow motion basically makes the game from one of the hardest games I've ever played to perhaps a bit too easy. Yeah, that's when I realized that it was game over for me basically. But yeah, the game kind of reminds me a bit of like Hollow Miami meets Rico, if you've heard of that game. I've done a review of that game if you want to have a look. Yeah, and there's also different difficulty settings, easy, medium, hard, and I played the majority of the game on easy, just because that's what I tend to do. Because especially with a game like this, where I feel like it's more about power fantasy more than anything, to be honest. And yeah, but even on easy, it wasn't too easy. It obviously, once I worked out slow motion was pretty powerful, it suddenly got a lot easier. But it's still a challenge, so that's good. And obviously on hard, it would be probably really hard. But yeah, I would recommend this game. To be honest, don't know what else to say really. It's just a lot of fun. You go around shooting people. I mean, how can that never stops being fun? Just they go ragdolling off. The level design's quite good. There's a few levels which I thought were a bit too big, that it got a bit annoying, and like you thought you were at the end and suddenly you had like another half of the map to go, which was a bit dumb. And then you have to do the entire thing over again if you die. There's also upgrades and progression. One thing I'm going to point out is the progression system's not that great, to be fair. You get stars for beating levels, and you get stars for doing them without using slow motion, without missing any shots, and I think doing it in a certain amount of time. Which doesn't sound too bad until you realise slow motion and using automatic weapons is basically what makes the game fun. So, basically telling you to make the game not fun for a bit so you can get more upgrades to make the game more fun later, which is not great. What I would recommend is just buy the rifle, upgrade the rifle, and you won't have any problems at all. The rifle's by far the best gun, probably followed by the shotgun, and then maybe the SMG. So yeah, what else is there to say? Graphics are really good. The one thing I don't like so much is that the game did run at 30 FPS, and it was for a game like this that did get a bit problematic because it meant it's quite hard to sort of do quick reactions. I would prefer if the game wasn't like that, and in fact was more of a case of it ran at 60, but it had worse graphics. That would be better. But then again, maybe they haven't got much choice. I don't know. Regardless, this game is probably not the best on the Switch, although it has got some really nice, not auto aim, but sort of aiming it a bit. Again, it makes you just feel like a badass. This game is just really fun. I just have to recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm sure you will enjoy it too. So yeah, thanks for watching, big boys. See you some point in time, and bye.